Loonicorns, welcome to my channel, Thrive with Lou. My name is Anna Luna. I am a musician, a healer, a teacher, manifesting my best reality. I would love to invite you to subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you can never miss my awesome content and tips. And let's be friends on Instagram and Twitter. Just follow my handles. You can stream all my original music on all major platforms and join me live on Instagram Live. And join me live on Instagram every Friday for my Vocal Warmies Friday, where we will do live vocal warm-ups together and I'll give you tips on how to become a better and stronger singer. So today's video is from our Best Teacher Ever series, and I'm going to give you tips on how to become the best music teacher that you can be. So last week we talked about evaluating your student if you have younger students, like if you have kids, right? So now, how do you create a musical game plan going forward for your younger students? We talked about age, right? If they're younger, you have to create more activities to keep their attention span. A 5-year-old has about a 5-minute attention span on one activity. So you can imagine if you have that student for 30 to 45 to an hour, you want to make sure that you're creating enough activities to keep them engaged with you. So that's going to go into your musical game plan. We're past talking with the parents. We already talked about the goals with the parents and what they expect from the lessons. We already got their musical background. We found out about their age. We got interests of the child, of the student, things that they're interested, music that they currently listen to or study already that they like, that they're excited about playing and learning. So that all goes into consideration for our musical game plan. Basically, you have a database in your mind or on paper, however you keep your thoughts organized. You have a database of that student, their needs, their characteristics, everything right there, right? So now the game plan going forward, taking all those things into consideration, you're going to break down per lesson what you want to introduce to that student and what you want them to take away from that lesson. So with that being said, let's say I have little Susie. I don't know, I like that name. I had a guinea pig named Susie when I was a kid. Don't judge me. Anyways, little Susie, she's 5 years old. We have a 30-minute lesson twice a week. This is something that's going to be ongoing and consistent. So this is something that I want to make sure that I really plan out. Some students are sporadic and they only want to come in for like refresher type classes. That's a different story. This one, we're talking about more structured, long-term goals, long-term plans, right? So Susie, she likes pop music. She takes piano already with another instructor, so she's expecting me to teach her vocal warm-ups, improve her dynamic range, and improve her memorization and lyrics, right? So for Susie specifically, I will pick out vocal warm-ups because she has a little bit of a musical background already. So I'll pick a little bit more advanced vocal warm-ups. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, Susie is 9 years old, okay, in this scenario. So she has a musical background. I can pick some harder vocal warm-ups. She doesn't have to start with the very beginner stuff. Going forward, I'll have her maybe give me 3 different songs that she likes, and then we'll choose one to start on. I always try and take a song and finish it to completion. So let's say, it's a longer song and you don't necessarily want to do the whole thing. Choose the first verse, the first chorus, and the outro, or vice versa, you know what I mean? You could do the last chorus, the bridge, and the outro. Whatever you want to do, be creative with it. It doesn't have to be the entire song. So have them give you 3 options of songs that they'd like. Start with one, have them learn it to completion with you, and give them things to do when they're not with you. Okay, this is where the parent becomes involved. So now you're gonna have the parent monitor them practicing the songs that you guys are working on. So for me, I also like to give my students resources with the vocal warm-ups because I want to keep them doing the warm-ups daily, because that's just something that, you know, every singer does daily. If you're a singer, you do vocal warm-ups, period. That's how it works, right? It's like playing an instrument. You do your scales regularly. So I do give them like videos. I'll create them a video of me doing their vocal warm-ups just for them, so that way they know exactly what they're doing, they know what to expect, they also know how long it will take. Sometimes people get discouraged because they don't see an end in sight. So if you tell them, hey, here's a 5-minute vocal warm-up video that you can do every single morning when you wake up, 5 minutes, and then you're done for the day, right? That gives them an end in sight. They have a goal. They feel good because they completed that goal for the day, right? So we got what she's going to get out of it, right? We're going to work on the songs with her, keeping those goals in mind. Now, I will also consider, like, let's say that she struggles with some articulation on some songs. Maybe I'll choose a song where she has to articulate. You see what I'm saying? Like, you choose a song specifically for whatever it is your student is wanting to work on, right? In the genre that they're already interested in. And use the songs that they give you as a reference point, so you see other artists that they like, and then maybe you can introduce them to new artists. Part of what I like to do, because I'm a musician, I pride myself on knowing new music before other people hear of it. So you can introduce your students to new music and new musicians that inspire you and that you like as well. So that is a lot of tips and tricks up front. Make sure that you craft and create the musical game plan specifically for every student, okay? A lot of music teachers, they have like a one-size-fits-all teaching method. I'm not like that. Like, I feel like you're a teacher, you should take the time to get to know your student, find out exactly what they need from you, and find out how you can get that accomplished in the shortest amount of time possible, because you don't want them to be your student forever. You don't want to just be taking their money. You want them to be getting results. I'm all about results and progress, and, you know, what are we taking away from it? What are we getting out of it? Because yes, you're paying me for my time, but I'm also fulfilling my purpose by teaching you, because that's why I'm here, because that's part of my makeup is teaching. I'm a really great teacher and a talker, obviously. So anyways, I hope all of those tips and tricks help you. Again, this is specifically for a child because, like I said, you have to get the parents involved. And the next video we'll talk about evaluating adults, and then the week following we will talk about how to be a positivity cheerleader and how to get people to shake off the grumpies and keep them engaged and keep them interested in their lessons and their time with you, because they want to keep coming back to you because you're awesome. So make it worth their while. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, Thrive with Lou. I hope all of my tips have been helpful for you today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you. Peace.